Product review time, and today we've got a nice quality product from Hightech Ants, and this one has the temperature and humidity module attached. Let's get started. Okay, so we've got this nice product that arrived from Hightech Ants, and this is located in the UK. So nicely packaged. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, so here we can see the details of the company here, the product, and then the website to go to. Check the website out, guys. Really nicely presented website, so I definitely recommend you having a look at that. So let's open this package and see what we have inside. Really excited to look at this nest. I've always wanted one with a temperature module attached, so this is great. Okay, so we've got a few little bits and pieces inside the package here. As mentioned, this is the small size nest with the temperature and humidity module attached directly to it as well. So a few little bits and pieces here. We'll get into exactly what they're for in a second, and then we actually have the module here as well, as you can see. So nice size. Now to begin with, we have this piece of red perspex again, just to keep it nice and dark for your ants there, as many of them can't see in that red light. So nicely protected here, just with the pull-off pieces of plastic to protect that acrylic so it's not going to get scratched. Looks like it's nicely finished as well, but we'll have a closer look at that in a second as well. It's got all the cutouts here that you need, and I'll show you how to line those up as well. Now this is the actual module itself, which looks really nice actually, quite well finished. So as you can see here, this is the module. You've got the humidity there, 61%, and the temperature, 24 degrees Celsius. So I'll be interested to give a little test of that and see how it works out. So it is nicely finished, very smooth, fine finish as well. I believe they've done some updates on these as well to make them even better, which is fantastic. Let's have a closer look. Okay, so let's have a closer look at the module now, and I'll go around and explain all the different features of this module from Hightech Ants. Okay, to begin with, again mentioned here, we've got the humidity and then the temperature mentioned in this module here, which is connected. You've got these little Allen screws in each corner as well, so you can take off that clear plastic. We have the area here, which goes into the plaster inside the nest, which you can get your syringe, fill it full of water, and you can just moisten the nest there, and obviously that'll adjust the temperature and the humidity inside the nest. And over here we've got the ventilation slots and the gate entrance as well there from the module outside. Let's have a closer look at that gate. Okay, so here we've got that gate section here, the entrance into the nest. So again, 3D printed, beautiful. Actually really nice and smooth, and you've got that little elbow entrance there, which makes it comfortable for the ants as well. So this little module that came in the pack, this is the little connector, which you can connect your nest up to whatever you need to on the outside. Okay, so it's a 13mm outside diameter and a 10mm inside diameter. Right, let's just connect this up and let's just see how smooth it is. It just slots in there like so. And then you can just press that down in position. That's beautiful, excellent, yeah, quality product. You can see that it fits beautifully in there. It's nice and firm, but the action was easy to connect that up, which is really good. Look at that, very smooth. So that's really nice to see. Good quality product with those connectors there as well. Excellent. All right, let's have a look at some other features. Okay, next we're going to have a look at these 4 little posts or legs that came with the kit as well. Now these again are 3D printed, little product there, and they attach to the sides. As you can see here, just line them up with that hole, and you've got the screws that go in here. Now these standoffs are so that you can put a heat cable underneath the nest, give it a bit of a temperature gradient there for your colony and for the queen. So it's on the website. If you have a look, it recommends using a heat cable over a heat mat, so you can actually give a gradient of temperature there. So let's attach all these legs and I'll show you what it looks like after that. Okay, so here we go. All the 4 legs have been fitted like so. Again, really nicely finished, easy to put on. Nice and tight fittings, very stable. So there we go. Okay, and here's the clearance there, you can see, just to give you that little bit of lift so you can get that heat cable underneath there without any issues. So what do you think, guys? It's quite a nicely finished nest, isn't it? Well, we need to do a bit more reviewing, and then we might put a colony in here. So stay tuned for that one, guys. Exciting new colony to reveal. So here's the red perspex that goes on the top. Now, just pulling off this plastic here to make sure that it's nice and easy to see through, and protects it as well to make sure you don't get scratches on it. Now this is a nice piece of acrylic. All the sides nicely smoothed as well, so there's no sharp edges, which is really nice to see. They've put a lot of work into finishing the product well. Okay, so the little top red acrylic piece just drops on like so. It's got those little centering ones with the screws on the top. So once you've put that on, make sure you get it on the right way around. You've got that lines up with the hydration area, and then you've got the ones for the to let a bit of air into the nest as well. Look at that, beautiful, nice snug fit, which is fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to hydrate the nest. So again, with a syringe, nice clean water, and you can just drop the water in there like this. Now I'm going to soak this up a little bit because I want to show you the actual humidity changing in the nest. So currently we have 65% humidity in there. Now there's little slots just inside the module, which you can't quite see there, into the nest, so it can get an accurate idea of what the temperature and the humidity is like inside the nest. So I'm just going to top this up a little bit more. You can see the top level there has been soaked with water, and now it's working down into that second layer as well. A little bit more water, and you can see it just seeping down. So that gives a nice gradient there as well for the queen. She can go up on those different levels depending on how moist she likes it around her and the humidity there as well. So it's a nice natural piece of plaster that's inside the nest there. Nicely finished as well with those step downs. So good for a colony to be inside this nest. Okay, so I'm going to obviously just put a little bit more water in here, and then I'm going to show you another colony, new colony that I've got, which I'm going to introduce into this nest. So you can see we started at that 65% humidity inside the nest. A couple of minutes later, we're already up to 71%. So that's really good. Tells me it's working well. We had it nice and steady before with the humidity, and now as I've added that water in to the plaster, we can see that humidity level rising. And that's fantastic if you've got ants that need a particular temperature and also humidity. So now I'm going to attach an outworld. So I've just rigged up a little basic outworld here, a bit of sand, few rocks, and another test tube in there just for a water source. So again, with that tubing, and that just slots in there like so. I won't push this on too far yet because I've got a little bit of, got to get the new colony into this nest first. But you can see how easy it is to set up. Again, nice and firm there if you've got the right tubing, just pushes onto that 3D printed connector. Okay. So here we go. So I've got the colony in. You can see the humidity there, 81% now, so getting up quite nice and high. And I've introduced a colony into the nest, just so you can see what it looks like. Now these are quite a small species of ants. This is the strobe ants. Really interesting sort of ant. But you can see there the queen up there on the plaster, enjoying that bit of moisture that's soaked through there. And she's got her brood up there as well. And you've got the 3 little workers running around inside the nest. So this is probably quite a big one. This is not the foundation nest. You can get the foundation one module, which is a little bit smaller as well. But this is the small size, but I want to give them plenty of room and grow this colony. So there we go. It looks like they're loving that nest. So fantastic product here from Hightech Ants. Really happy with it. It's well finished. You can tell they've put a lot of detail into it. They've thought about a lot of things to do with this nest as well. When I purchased this nest, very friendly staff to deal with as well. The product came nicely packaged, nice and safe. So I'm going to put a link down below where you can buy them locally from Ant Keeping Depot, but I'll also put a link to the website Hightech Ants, where you can go and check out all their products. They've got a beautiful range of products to check out. So I highly recommend this nest. I'm really happy with it, and I'll give you an update. You'll see it when I do an update on these strobe ants. All right, thanks very much for watching, everybody, and remember, happy ant keeping.